13 on the road. The Raptors a 500 team at home and hoping to get this one tonight. And Utah's a team that's trying to emerge, Javon, as opposed to the Raptors, which are not a young team, but Toronto's issue is their star, their cornerstone in Scottie Barnes is trying to and continuing to evolve and emerge.
Yeah, and you're watching before you. I think as much as the team has struggled this year with their 11-17 record, you also have to appreciate where Scottie Barnes is in his career, right? Taking a heck of a leap. We're talking about a guy that's in all-star conversations right now, just after, in his second year was taking so much criticism for his play then, shooting the ball. And I keep harping on how well he's shooting the basketball. Not the fact that, he's knocking it down from three, but the quality of shots that he's taking from three tells me there's so much maturity, for this young fella over the last just 2 years. People underestimate just understanding what is a good shot for you is, huge leaps, for Scottie.
All right, time to get out on the floor and have Mark Strong bring out the Raptors. All right, the 5 on the floor. Back in the day, I could probably drive a Subaru with 5 on the floor. Manual transmission, that's how I learned to drive. Both feet, pop in the clutch. But the Raptors starting lineup brought to you by your Ontario Subaru dealers. Hurry to your local Subaru dealer and get more out of every kilometer this fall, including more karaoke. Raptors will wear the home black tonight with the Jumpman Jordan logo up top. Shea Flores, Aaron Smith, and the diminutive Tyler Ford will officiate the game. Everything looking kind of festive right now. The dance crew in glittery gear, red and green jackets. Few Santa Claus hats kicking around.
It's a good energy.
Yeah, it is a good energy. Hopefully the Raptors can take advantage of it, Javon, at the start of this game.
And we've talked about it a number of times, right? Starts are extremely important. And not just starts, but sustaining that play, right? And we've seen it yesterday, right? It unfolded the opposite way. But just having that energy, that attention to detail, and as intentional as this team was, right, I thought that was extremely impressive. So, I hope that, especially with this home court advantage and this home court energy that you're feeling here right now, you can even feel the floor shaking below us, right? Scottie's out there. You can see right now he's energized, he's enthused, and that's the good thing about having a young guy as your go-to, your star, right? Back-to-backs don't matter. They're too young to be tired.
Jazz will wear the white with black lettering and a little yellow trim around it. Pirtle wins the tip. Raptors will bring it front court from right to left, attacking the Bay Street end of Scotiabank Arena. Schroeder up top on the bounce between the rings, works over to the near side, gets it to Siakam, to Barnes, far side above the arc, left hand to the middle, hits Anunoby in front of the Jazz bench. Now to Pirtle. Raptors work the perimeter, shot clock at 3. Barnes, deep 3 up top, rattles it down.
How confident is Scottie?
That one hit 3 rims as it rattled into the bucket.
So much patience, moving the basketball. You get to see how Utah's playing defensively. They're switching everything. Schroeder pops it back, and Scotty with a split second getting it up.
Markkanen down the lane, gets the jam. Raptors defense allowed him to get into the lane. 3-2 Toronto.
Great use of his length. One dribble to the rim and punched it.
Schroeder near side, inside to Barnes. Scotty, floater in the lane, good. Wanted to pass it. Thought, what the heck, I might as well shoot it. One in the well, one in the lane. Scotty 5, Utah 2.
Well, showing you the perimeter game, catches it on that short roll. Fake, catches the defense up in the air and puts it up with a nice little floater.
Kelly Olynyk, Canada's finest. Step back 3 ball, no good. Rebound Barnes. Scotty doing it all right now. Runs it front court, up the near side, left wing. Drives into the lane. Has it knocked away by Chris Dunn. He's revived his career. Markkanen deep 3, no good. Rebound John Collins. Short corner, far side, left wing. Kicks it out to Sexton. Near side, Dunn. Into the lane, kick it out. Markkanen, corner jumper, good. It's a 3, and we're tied at 5.
Yeah, that's a great decision by Dunn there, right? Attacking the closeout. Defense is on skates trying to recover, and you get a kick out to Markkanen, knocking it down, rhythm 3.
Anunoby underneath with a great look from Pirtle. No ball pressure. Wide open, threw it over the top. Raptors take the lead, 7-5.
Love seeing OG get the ball, get a touch early, and a strong, aggressive dunk to start.
Utah back, misses. Here comes Toronto. Siakam front court, into the lane, turns on Collins. The fall away, no good. Rebound Olynyk.
Nice little flow to this game, the opening couple minutes here.
Back and forth we go. 9:40 first quarter. Raptors take the foul. It'll go on Jakob Pirtle. Just as we say, there's a nice flow, we get a whistle. And Utah will inbound far side, left wing. Raptors leading 7-5. 9:35 to go, clock running first quarter. Dunn, near side, drives, gets into the lane, stops, kicks it into the corner. Sexton 3, good. The young bull, Sexton, knocks it down. Utah up 8-7.
He's tough, right? Knocked down, wide open shot, only shoots at about 35% from 3.
Barnes up top on Olynyk. Step back, jumper in the air, no good. Rebound Markkanen. Off to Dunn. Runs it front court. Crosses over, gets into the lane. Loses his balance, tries to find Markkanen on the sideline, far wing. And instead he throws it out of bounds. It'll go to Toronto. 9 minutes first quarter, Raptors in the black. Right to left, down 8-7. Barnes 3, good. Another one in the bottom of the well for Scotty.
Listen,
10-8 Toronto.
Before we tipped it off, I was mentioning Scotty's bop, right, in his step. You knew it was going to be a good start for him because he just had that look in his eyes, had that energy about him, had that flow about him in his step.
Olynyk underneath to Markkanen, floats it up and in, got good position on Barnes. Tied the game at 10.
Yep, deep, low post there, and you can just see he's put on a bit of muscle this year here and just put that backside and that left shoulder into Scotty's chest.
Markkanen, 7 of Utah's 10. Anunoby to Schroeder, into the lane, kick to the corner. Scotty 3 again in the bottom of the well, rattles it down. What's the record in this place?
Great extra pass, penetration by Schroeder, suck it in, that strong side. You kick out to Scotty.
I'm just reading the bubble over Warren's head. What's the record in this place? Sexton near side, right wing on the bounce. Left hand to the middle, gets into the lane, kick out Markkanen. Pull up jumper at the free throw line under duress, no good. Rebound knocked away, off Dunn, out of bounds, Toronto basketball. Good start for Toronto, little energy and making some shots, Javon. 5 of 7, 3 of 3 from distance.
Well, Scotty has 11 of the Toronto Raptors' first 13 points here. The only other point on the board is from OG Anunoby.
Schroeder brings it front court. Up the right side, far wing. Down to the turn of the arc, gets it to Siakam. Rides it to the hoop and floats it in. Far block, right side. Timeout, Will Hardy. 15-10 Toronto. Utah wants to chat.
And great control of the tempo. Schroeder setting up that step-up screen with Pascal. Miscommunication on that strong side there, and Pete just an open look at the basket. Nice touch, nice lay off the glass.
15-10 Toronto, 7:41 first quarter. We'll take a break. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
Unhibernate, a verb. To laugh in the face of snow because you drive a Subaru. As in, when I unhibernate, I have the roads all to myself because my Subaru has symmetrical full-time all-wheel drive and others don't. Or, the award-winning safety in my Subaru means I can unhibernate all winter while my neighbors stare longingly from their bedroom windows. Or my favorite usage, I am going to unhibernate this winter by visiting my local Subaru dealer today. Welcome to Uncommon Winter Confidence.
Most salespeople assume that failure to immediately answer a prospect's questions will be seen as evasive and result in loss of the sale. When a prospect starts pumping you for info before you have established any ground rules for the conversation, they are stealing your information. Having the inner strength to say, I'd love to answer that, but before I do, can I ask you a few questions, is critical. If you're deadly serious about improving your sales and leadership skills, go to trainwest.ca to learn how. That's trainwest.ca.
A big win and a bigger impact. When you play the MLSE Foundation 50-50 jackpot, you support the kids and the future Raptors of tomorrow. Last season, over $1 million in jackpot prizes were won. Will this season include you? The only way to find out is if you play. Visit 5050raps.com for your tickets today.
First Up with Korolnik and Koliakovo. Weekday morning 6 till 10 on TSN 1050.
You ain't first, you're last.
Paul Jones, Javon Shepard, Luca Moya with us courtside. Cast of thousands to keep Jones, Taddy, Shepard, Ward, and Leuenberg on the air. Matt Cardadero back at Raptor Central with producer Owen Hall, Josh Lippa up top. And the Raptors, Javon, what was your line? They lead at 15-10. The game's just so much easier when you make shots. 6 of 8 to start, 3 of 3 from distance.
So much easier, right? And everybody, you're just more motivated, right? And even the crowd, you feel the energy in here. But Scotty Barnes, you know, he's starting out shooting the basketball well, 3 for 3 from the three-point line. The only thing you don't want to see is Scotty get too comfortable with that three, right? Because you know that Utah's going to make an adjustment. They're going to be more aggressive. They're going to try and run him off that three-point line. Now he's got to get into the paint and show us something on the inside. Keep aggressive, keep assertive, keep mixing it up. Toronto comes out of that timeout with his 2-3 zone.
Chris Dunn up top, gets it to Sexton near side, 3 in the air, rattles, doesn't go, rebound Pirtle. 7:25 first quarter, Raptors coming front court. Barnes in the lane, jams it down, went back door. Schroeder with the feed, Scotty with the lunch. 17-10 Raptors.
Great awareness by Dennis Schroeder, seeing the matchup against Kelly Olynyk, and Scotty recognizing just cut back door. He had no chance.
Markkanen up top, Raptors stay in the zone. Dunn kicks it to Markkanen, deep 3 up top, good, man. That one barely touched his hands on the catch and shoot. 17-13 Raptors.
Yeah, great shot. Chris Dunn moving the basketball in that zone. Markkanen, just great awareness and getting up into his release really fast.
Anunoby in the lane, powers inside, floats it up and in. Sexton tried to rip it away, and OG said, no, sir, give me that. 19-13 Toronto. 6:35 first quarter. Sexton in the lane, finds Olynyk down the baseline, far side. Stops, kicks it out. Sexton drive, gets into the lane, floats it up and in.
Yeah, he's tough, he's crafty. That's one thing Sexton's going to do is, as quick as he is, if he gets into the paint, he's going to be a bull. He's going to continue to fight.
Barnes, deep 3, near side, left wing, no good. Rebound, Toronto. Anunoby fires a 3, no good. Rebound, John Collins. Utah in the white, left to right. Collins on the drive, into the lane. Kick out to Olynyk. Left hand to the middle. Tries to find Collins on the pocket pass. Knocked away. Scotty jumps on it. And Collins as well, and we'll have a jump ball.
Right now you got Gary Trent Jr. checking into this game, and for anybody coming in, right, you got to match the intensity and the energy that Scotty Barnes is playing with, right? He's done a great job offensively, but who was the first to the floor on that loose ball, right? He gets a deflection with John Collins on the floor and gets down there and ties it up for the jump ball.
5:58. First quarter, Barnes and Collins will jump it up. Collins wins the tip. Jordan Clarkson, instant offense into the ball game for Utah.
There could be a gift and a curse, right? He's coming back. He's going to put it up.
Well, he puts the first one up and knocks it down.
He didn't even wait. He didn't even try and warm up.
19-17. Raptors by 2. Anunoby 3 up top. Got it in the bottom of the well. 22-17. Raptors by 5. Front court, Utah. Collins down to the baseline, spins the jump hook up and in. Nice move by John Collins. 22-19 Toronto. 5:20 first quarter. Raptors in the black. Right to left toward Bay Street. Pirtle in the lane, the soft floater up and in. Anunoby with a nice feed to find Jakob Pirtle.
Pirtle was great with those finishes yesterday against Embiid as well, right? Catching it and getting the ball up confidently and quick at the rim, and he has a really good touch. Nice floaters.
Raptors by 5, 24-19. Sexton in the lane, blocked by Pirtle. Off the hands of Collins, who can't retrieve it. Out of bounds, it'll go to Toronto.
Scotty Barnes checking out, getting a much-deserved break. Comes out midway through this first quarter, 13 points, 1 rebound.
They left him a little longer, Javon, than normal, right? He was going good, so let it ride.
When you're rocking like that, when you're rolling, right, you give the coach all reason to keep you in there.
Anunoby in the lane. Kicks it out to Siakam. 4:40 first quarter. Siakam on the bounce against Olynyk. Jab, pull-up, jumper, free throw line long, no good. Rebound, Walker Kessler. Out there with Sexton, Fontecchio, Olynyk, and Clarkson. Fontecchio on the lob, hit the top of the backboard. Pass goes awry. Here comes Siakam. Driving it to Schroeder into the corner. 3 in the air for Schroeder, no good. Long rebound, Siakam. Shot fake drive. Hits OG, who fumbled it and had to take it out. Gets it back to Pascal in the lane. Floats it up, no good, but he's bumped. And Siakam will go to the line. 24-19. Raptors by 5, 4:12 first quarter.
Siakam gets himself to the free throw line here, but that's a byproduct of how well this team has moved the basketball. Schroeder being, the general there. 5 assists already just in this first quarter, but as a team, 8 assists on 10 made field goals, right? So shifting the basketball, keeping the defense moving it. And with the pace of this game, whether it's a make or a miss, they're inbounding the basketball and they're pushing it down their opponent's throat. But you're moving the basketball like that, right? You're playing 5-on-4, so there's always going to be an advantage.
First free throw good for Siakam.
That's always a good sign.
It is.
That's a good sign for this team right now. Knocking down free throws. Finish your breakfast.
25-19. Raptors by 6, 4:12 to go, first quarter. Siakam this year, 3 30-point games without making a 3-point shot. 3rd in the NBA. Giannis has got 5 of them. Second free throw, no good. 25-19. Raptors by 6. Siakam with the foul there, pushing Olynyk, who was a would-be screener, on the near side right wing. So it'll stay with Utah. Sexton inbound to Clarkson. Gets it to Olynyk above the arc, far side left wing. Holding. Now backdoor to Clarkson. Tries to get it to Kessler in the lane, and the Raptor pressure disrupts the offense, and Utah turns it over.
Big time pressure by Dennis Schroeder on Colin Sexton there on that Iverson cut, just denying, and it froze the defense, right? That's how you blow up a play.
Schroeder drives baseline, kicks it out Siakam, into the lane, finds Achua. Precious on the drive. Back to Schroeder, far side, right wing. Pull up, 17-footer, clean for Schroeder. Raptors go up, 8 points, biggest lead of the game, 27-19. Olynyk up top, straight away between the rings, drives left, gets all the way to the hoop. Kelly with that slow, methodical dribble. Next thing you know, he's laying it in. 27-21 Toronto. Siakam drive, and they're going to call him on an offensive foul.
That's a smart play by Kelly there, because you know that you don't stand a chance. And they're trying to pick out this matchup. The Raptors are trying to pick out that matchup against Olynyk. Well, you stand there, take the charge, and take it on the chest, and he picked up one on Pascal.
3:10 first quarter, timeout Toronto. 27-21 Raptors. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
Whatever the weather, CMC Markets is here to help. Planning for a rainy day? Enjoy $0 commission on U.S. and Canadian share CFDs. Riding out the storm? Get ahead of the curve with lightning fast execution speeds. Blue skies ahead? Go with the trusted broker backed by over 30 years experience. Switch to CMC Markets and join over 275,000 global traders. Learn more at cmcmarkets.ca. FX spreads apply. CFDs involve a high degree of risk. Member Canadian Investor Protection Fund. Umbrella not included.
Hi, Anthony Longo here. Make entertaining a little bit easier this year by picking up your holiday dinner in-store or at longos.com, like a fresh Ontario turkey raised without antibiotics, or our new family value roast, an easy-to-carve, bone-in, AAA strip loin roast, naturally aged for at least 21 days. And right now, it's 45% off. That's just $9.99 a pound. A deal so good, it makes me want to go caroling. Fa-la-la-la-la, Longos.
Winners, HomeSense, and Marshalls bring you Save the Holidays, a race to slay the season. Drama, romance, deals. A story that shows it's never too late to enjoy 5-star savings on new gifts arriving daily. Christmas is coming and time is running out. Save your holiday with Winners, HomeSense, and Marshalls.
TSN 1050. Listen anywhere. Stream us on iHeartRadio, the TSN app, or on Apple CarPlay. TSN 1050. Everywhere you want it.
Back in Toronto, 27-21. Raptors lead by 6, 3:10 to go. In case you get a look at it on social media, Jazz head coach Will Hardy came to his news conference in Toronto wearing a Team Canada basketball warm-up top. His assistant coach, Scott Morrison from PEI, formerly coached at Lakehead with the Celtics, the Maine Red Claws, is Canadian, and they had a bet for the bronze medal game. Scott won. Will Hardy had to wear the Canada basketball warm-up top. But had the U.S. won, Scott Morrison would have been decked out in a full Uncle Sam costume. Scotty's got confidence, and he should probably buy coffee for all the guys on the team. .310 to go. First quarter, Raptors up 27-21. Chris Dunn to Markkanen. Utah in the white, coming left to right. Clarkson catches, fires a three, got it. He doesn't play.
No, that's one thing. And
he wakes up shooting in the morning.
He's a microwave. And, you know, you think about it, he's coming off an injury, right? Just coming back, it doesn't look like he's missed a beat.
27-24. Achua with the three for Toronto, missed badly. Rebound Clarkson. Runs it front court. Gets it to Chris Dunn. On the bounce, Dunn into the lane, finds Markkanen, floater up, no good. Rebound. Achua takes it away from Kessler. Precious front court to Anunoby. Now to Gary Trent Jr., now to Barnes, far side, right wing, left hand to the elbow, jumper in the air, no good. Rebound knocked away, goes to Clarkson. Here comes Utah, looking to tie with a three. Clarkson instead floats up a two in the lane, no good. Rebound Flynn. 2:05 to go first quarter. Raptors up 27-24. Flynn to Trent. Kick to Anunoby. Shot fake. OG drives to Scotty. Lays it up and in. Nice move by Anunoby with the tight ball handling in tight quarters.
OG showing some skill there, right? The ball handling, the footwork on the Euro step, and a nice no-look drop off to Scotty under the rim for the flush.
Anunoby Clarkson drives, and Anunoby fouled him. And they're going to say it was before, so that will give it a side out of bounds for Utah.
Jordan Clarkson has played 4 minutes, and he's already taken 4 shots. He's at a shot per minute right now.
He's not playing.
He does not play. He comes in to get it popping.
Like one of my favorite movies, the old-time Western, The Good, Bad, and the Ugly, when Tuku said, "You come to shoot, shoot." That after he killed the guy in the bathtub that was talking. Markkanen drives. Kessler looked like he was out of bounds, but stepped in
I thought that
and laid it
basketball was
home.
on the line.
Yeah. That's one that they should be able to overrule at the table. Nonetheless, 29-26 Raptors. Trent in the lane. The floater no good. Rebound Walker Kessler. He loses it. The Raptors get it back. And Flynn drops a three in the bottom of the well.
Offensive rebound. Great recognition by Chris Boucher. Everybody's in the paint. Malachi Flynn on that three-point line. Just be ready. Hands ready, shot ready.
32-26. Kessler down low. Raptors almost get the ball. They kick it out to Fontecchio, who knocks in a three. 32-29 Toronto.
Great relocation, moving off of the ball by Fontecchio. And Edwards just kicking out and finding him for that three-point shot.
Flynn on the logo. 40 seconds. First quarter, shot clock at 10. Works left, near side, finds Barnes. Shot fake, now drives, spins in the lane, floats it up and in.
Scotty's in the zone.
Definitive move by Scotty. He's got 17 in the first quarter.
Scotty's in the zone, 17 points, and he hasn't even started to do all that other stuff because we know he likes to flirt with triple-doubles. Only one rebound so far, but he's had a heck of a start to this game.
Half of Toronto's 34 points by number 4.
Be great, young fella, be great.
20 seconds, first quarter. Clarkson drives, step back, jumper, got it. Got Scotty on its heels and knocked it in. 34-31, Utah trailing Toronto Raptors bring it front court. Not a whole lot of defense played. Both teams shooting close to 60%. Achua, corner three, no good. At the buzzer, got a good look, couldn't get it down. So the Raptors win another first quarter, Javon.
Yep, this is a really good start, right? And on the heels and on the shoulders of Scotty Barnes. Now, both teams probably aren't going to shoot the basketball as well as they have in this first quarter. But for Toronto, right, continue heating up. This Utah team, they've already had 4 turnovers to lead to 9 points. Got to keep rolling on the defensive side as well.
34-31, Raptors lead by 3. First quarter was brought to you by Tangerine Bank, the official bank of the Toronto Raptors and their fans. Second quarter, when we come back, Raptors 34, Jazz 31. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball across the TSN radio network.
Let's get jerseys. Let's get jerseys.
Right now, become a Tangerine client with a savings account and you could get a free Raptors jersey.
We want jerseys.
Finally, a savings account worth cheering for.
Jerseys! Jerseys!
Find out how to score a jersey at tangerine.ca/Raptors. Tangerine, that's forward banking. Available to new clients who open and fund an eligible account while supplies last. Conditions apply.
There's no escaping it. Whether your business is local, regional, or global, in today's faster-paced and more complex business environment, management and leadership skills are fundamental to success. Business owners must lead their organization, sales managers must lead their sales teams, and sales professionals must lead their clients and prospects. For over 18 years, Train West Management and Consulting has helped business professionals develop, expand, and refine their management and sales skills. If you're deadly serious about improving your skills, go to trainwest.ca.
The holidays can be a busy time filled with friends and family, get-togethers and gift-giving, long days, late nights, crowded shops, and busy streets. But what if there was a place where you could slow it all down? The Thermea Spa Village, a world of bathing havens and breathtaking views. Give the gift of Thermea and invite someone to experience a holiday that unfolds at their own speed. Visit Thermea.com to purchase a gift certificate for someone you love.
Overdrive, Toronto's favorite way to drive home. Weekdays 4 to 7 on TSN 1050.
34-31, Toronto leading Utah by 3. Second quarter about to start. Second quarter brought to you by Alpine Credits. Do you own your home and need a loan? Alpine Credits can help. Get approved at alpinecredits.ca. Raptors by 3, shooting 56%, 5 of 10 from 3, only 1 turnover. And taking advantage of Utah's 4 turnovers to score 9 points. Ochai Agbaji into the ball game, out there with Clarkson, Kessler, Markkanen, and Fontecchio. But Utah throws it away on their first trip. Raptors bring it back. Trent 3, no good. Achua with the rebound. Lefty putback is up and in.
This is a lineup right now that Utah has on the floor that Toronto has to take advantage of. There's no point guard. Jordan Clarkson, we know he's out there to score the basketball. He's running the point right now, so it's not going to be as natural.
Markkanen drives near side, gets to the hoop. He's met Boucher and Achua at the summit, said, "Not tonight, big fella." And Markkanen hits the ground, but they're going to call the foul on Boucher.
Tough, you got to earn it.
Yeah,
that's
a good challenge.
And plays like those, I like them, right? Because they slow you down. Now you're forcing him to get to the free throw line to make the shots. He's going to think about it next time he's coming to the paint. He may not be coming in there as aggressive, right? He doesn't want to be on his backside again. He doesn't want to be sore tomorrow. So put him on his backside, be tough with him, be aggressive. He's their leading scorer.
Free throw good by Markkanen, 36-32. Toronto by 4. Markkanen has 11. Raptors with a 4-point lead. Second one good for the big Finnish player.
He averages 23 on the season, so with a quick start for him as well, you want to contain him.
Utah playing zone. The Raptors get it in the middle to Scotty in the nail, and he drives it straight to the basket.
Weakest part of zone defense is right in the middle. Great crisp pass to Scotty. He makes a nice delivery at the rim with the left hand.
38-33 Raptors. Clarkson in the lane, floats it up, no good. Rebound Barnes, outlet Boucher. Broken floor, 3-on-2. Boucher drives, lays it in and is fouled. Chris was going to put Fontecchio in the basket. Instead, he took the foul, and like a running hook on the layup, Chris banks it in. And he says, "My Christmas shopping's not done. I got a coupon for one more."
Listen, that's a tough play, a tough finish. But I love the energy between him and Scotty Barnes, a chest bump after, right? These guys are having fun out there right now. And I talked about the point guard play of Utah. If you have Clarkson taking tough shots like that, there's no balance on the floor. You get on a run like Chris Boucher did there, and you get yourself and one opportunity.
41-33 Toronto. Matches the largest lead of the game at 8. 10:40 to go, first half. Kessler, top of the lane. Dribble handoff, Markkanen. Boucher picks him up on the switch. Markkanen drives left, and they got the foul on Boucher. As Markkanen beat him on the dribble, going to the left. Chris saying, watch that chicken wing, watch that elbow. But it'll be side out of bounds, near side, right wing for the Jazz in the white, moving left to right. Clarkson into Agbaji. On the bounce, gets it to Clarkson, far side, left wing, drives into the lane, has it knocked away, and they got the foul on Malachi Flynn, reaching in from behind.
And Flynn, he did all that work there, right, on the Iverson cut with Clarkson. Clarkson catches the basketball and just blows by, but he did the work early. At that point, just stay disciplined, keep him in front of you. And that's the tough part about defense. It's the split second, the point of relax is when your offense is going to attack, right? Because on that cut, did a tremendous job following and trailing.
41-33 Raptors, 10-20 first half. Ochai Agbaji, national champion out of Kansas. They now find Clarkson up top. Drives left, leans on Flynn. Fall away, no good. Rebound tipped up and in by Markkanen. Flynn did a nice job on the D. But back comes Utah with the tip in to cut it to 41-35. Malachi on the bounce. Straight away. Gets it to Trent, near side, left wing. All the way to the hoop. Gary floats it up and in.
That's a great poised dribble.
43-35, Toronto by 8. Clarkson straight away. Drives on Flynn, gets inside. Kicks it to the corner, they swing it out. Chris Dunn drives on Boucher, spins, turns, and fires in the lane. Nice move by Dunn. 43-37, the Raptor lead is 6. Toronto in the black, right to left toward the Bay Street end of Scotiabank Arena with a 6-point lead. Flynn near side, drives, kicks it out. Trent between the rings to Flynn. On the bounce, Dunn pushes up. Flynn finds Trent, 3 ball, good, near side, bang, bang, in the bottom of the well for Gary. 9-point Raptor lead, 46-37.
Some good minutes for Gary early here. 5 points for him. He's coming off of 17 last night.
Markkanen curls on the screen, far side, right hand, down the middle, and jams it home.
We've seen that same action. That was the first bucket that Markkanen had coming off that screen, that pin down, strong right hand dribble to the rim.
Utah in the zone again. The Raptors get it to the middle with Scotty, but can't handle the pass, and they turn it over. No problem. The miss for Utah. The rebound for Barnes. Here come the Raptors. Achua drives, lays it up, no good. But the foul goes on Markkanen. Precious with a quick yet definitive take at the 10, and you'll get free throws as a reward.
Well, they're changing ends of the floor extremely fast. Scotty with 2 hands for safety on the rebound. You kick it out to Malachi Flynn, and they're already looking up the floor. Precious, Gary Trent running the lanes. Great job just getting himself easy looks, easy opportunities.
8:32 first half. Siakam in. Barnes out. Toronto has an 8-point lead, 47-39. Precious Achua on the line, shooting the second one and knocks it down. So the lead back to 9 for Toronto, 8.5 second quarter. Clarkson to Abaji. 3-ball near side, good. Ochai Abaji knocks down a 3, 48-42.
38% from 3, and Markkanen setting that flare screen for him.
Utah still in the zone. Trent catch and shoot 3, got the roll. Front rim, backboard. Oh man, that thing as soft as church music.
Shooter's touch.
51-42, Raptors by 9. Markkanen 3, partially blocked by Achua. Here comes Malachi on the run to Trent. Gary back to Malachi, steps into a 3, no good. Rebound Collins.
And that's a good look. Give it up, get Gary another look at it. Shot fake, pass it back. Malachi right up into it. I'm okay with that.
Dunn near side. They get it to Abaji. Drives, reverse layup up and in. Pretty move by Ochai Abaji. Gliding on the baseline from near side to far side. Put it in his lap and then reverse layup
He's
up and in.
He's going to be all right. He's going to be all right. Started on the right side of the rim, worked the baseline, protected himself. Right hand inside finish on the left side of the basket.
Met a tall dude on the concourse when I was getting something to eat. Had a Jazz basketball shirt on. Said, "Oh, my son plays for Utah."
Casually.
His name is Mr. Abaji. Raptors miss. Here comes Utah. Clarkson on the bounce. 7 minutes first half. 51-44 Toronto. Clarkson in the lane. Kicks it out to Chris Dunn. On the bounce straight away against Flynn. Dunn leans over. On the bounce against Siakam. Can't get anywhere. Kicks it out to Collins. Shot fake. Drive into the corner. Abaji shot fake. Escape dribble 3. No good. Rebound off Markkanen, out of bounds to Toronto.
That's good job moving. Good contest there. Collins probably held that basketball 1 second too late and got Abaji out of rhythm and allowed the defense to close out. But good job by the Raptors sticking with it, staying disciplined, getting out and contesting.
6:39 first half, 51-44. Raptors by 7. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
Love meatballs? You could have spaghetti and meatballs, but why have a dish where they're mentioned second, like an afterthought? With 2-for-1 Pizza's new meatball menu, meatballs are the star of the show with dishes like meatball pizza, with meatballs, green peppers, and red onions starting at just $11.99, or their classic meatball sandwich on 6-inch toasted garlic bread smothered in classic tomato sauce and mozzarella from just $9.99. Order online at 2for1pizza.com.
There are many peculiar words in the English language. Words like salivigant, peregrinate, nemophilus, peripatetic, and conviviality. Yet, there is no word for getting the most out of winter in your Subaru, thanks to symmetrical full-time all-wheel drive and X-Mode. Until now. We call it unhibernate, as in while your neighbors stay home, you'll be unhibernating all winter in your Subaru. So peregrinate to your local Subaru dealer today, and welcome to uncommon winter confidence.
Alpine News Network is here live with one of our superheroes.
Love is in the air. Frank and Marge's daughter is getting married. They want to help with the wedding, but need to organize their finances. With a debt consolidation loan and my telekinesis, I help them consolidate their bills. I promise I won't crash the wedding, but I am free that weekend.
Own your home? Need a loan? Alpine Credits can help.
Alpine Credits, where homeowners get approved. Just for license 12616.
There's no better way to drive home than with Hayes, Noodles, and the O-Dog. Overdrive every weekday, 4 to 7 p.m. on TSN 1050.
Back in Toronto, 6:39 to go until halftime. Raptors leading Utah 51-44. And the shooting percentages still looking like Paul Jones math marks in high school. 58.8 for Toronto, 56.2 for the Jazz. And the Raptors lead it by 7. Both teams knocking down 3 balls as well, Javon.
Knocking down 3 balls, but you know, with this Raptors group right now, what I've been most impressed with is that the intensity and has been sustainable, right? And for the first quarter and a half, they played at that level. And obviously, you know, you want to get some more stops and force Utah into some tougher ones, and you know that you want to see that percentage go down. But in terms of Toronto's, intensity and physicality, you know, and the pace and speed that they played at, there really hasn't been much drop off.
Raptor ball in the black, coming front court towards the Bay Street end. Siakam in the lane, misses the short hook. Rebound though to Pirtle, kicks it out. Anunoby says, I got 3 for you. Splash in the bottom of the well. Toronto by 10, 54-44, biggest lead of the game. They got a foul on Pirtle as John Collins ran up to set kind of a sprint screen, and they called Pirtle on the push.
Yeah, they got Pascal on that play earlier with Kelly Olynyk as well.
Dunn to Sexton on the lob to Collins. Anunoby reading the mail, picks off the lob. Back comes OG, drive, lay it up and in. OG doing it all. Put an orange pen in his pocket. On the drive, Sexton to Collins in the lane. Jump hook up, no good. Rebound knocked out. OG has it. Out to Siakam. Pascal on the drive, lays it up and in. Toronto suddenly up 14, 58-44. Couple of quick strikes, fast break style. Chris Dunn in the lane. Floats it up, no good. Rebound Siakam. Raptors on the run again. Leak out to Anunoby, who jams it down. Timeout Will Hardy. The Raptors explode and go up 60-44.
The pace of this game is unreal right now. The Raptors are turning Utah over. They're getting out on the other end. They make or miss basket for Utah. They're getting out and they're running, just pushing that pace. Last play there, Pascal with the rebound. OG ahead of everybody. Headman to basketball, and you get a dunk. But the Raptors continue. If they make this a track meet, if they make this a horse race, nobody can compete with them.
60-44 Toronto, 5:24 first half. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
This is the sound of vacationing. Woohoo! And this is the sound of booking a sell-off vacation. Woohoo! Sound similar, don't they? That's because booking a sell-off vacation comes with that extra special feeling. You know the feeling. The overwhelming feeling of pure excitement, knowing that beach time is just around the corner. And that this vacation came with savings. Big, big savings. Traveling for less never felt so good with
SellOffVacations.com. Whatever the weather, CMC Markets is here to help. Planning for a rainy day? Enjoy $0 commission on U.S. and Canadian share CFDs. Riding out the storm? Get ahead of the curve with lightning-fast execution speeds. Blue skies ahead? Go with the trusted broker backed by over 30 years experience. Switch to CMC Markets and join over 275,000 global traders. Learn more at cmcmarkets.ca. FX spreads apply. CFDs involve a high degree of risk. Member Canadian Investor Protection Fund. Umbrella not included.
Have you wanted to speak a new language but thought it would be too difficult or time-consuming? Then it's time to try Babbel. Babbel works because it's built around real life. It teaches you practical conversations that you will actually use. So with just 15 minutes a day, you'll be on your way to speaking in a new language in just a few weeks. Babbel, language for life. Right now, Babbel is offering radio listeners 55% off their subscription. Visit babbel.com/radio. That's BABBEL.com/radio for 55% off.
TSN 1050. Listen anywhere. Stream your favorite shows in your car. Available on Apple CarPlay via the iHeartRadio app. TSN 1050. Everywhere you want it.
Well, a quick 9-0 run for the Raptors, and a lot of it with fast break points. The Raptors leading Utah 13-0 in fast break points. The Raptors number 3 in the NBA in that category. The bottom line is a 16-point, 60-44 Raptor lead with 5:24 to go first half. At halftime, you'll hear from Jim Taddy, Warren Ward, and Josh Lewenberg. Josh Lippa in the booth up there looking after them. Paul Jones, Javon Shepard, Luca Moya. We are here courtside and back at Raptors Central. Matt Cardadero and producer Owen Hall. Raptors got a nice little cushion here, Javon. Made a little money, put it in the bank.
16 points, up 16 points just off of rebounding, running, and capitalizing on Utah's turnovers.
Collins, jumper, got it near corner in front of the Raptor bench. Utah stops the bleeding a little bit, 60-47 Toronto. Siakam backs in. On the drive, into the lane, short bank shot, no good. Ooh, had an easy one, couldn't get it down. Here comes Utah. Sexton into the lane, lays it up and in. That kid plays hard. He is all out all the time, man.
Yeah, you gotta respect him. He's one of those players, if you're Will Hardy, sometimes you gotta tell him slow down.
60-49, Raptor lead cut to 11. Schroeder, floater, back rim, no good. Long rebound right back to him. Gets it to Trent. Raptors in the black, right to left. Trent, cross court, far side, Siakam above the arc. Puts it on the floor, drives, floats it up, no good. Kind of hurdled his body into Olynyk, got the foul, and Pascal will get a couple of free throws. You could hear the bench counting down the shot clock, Javon.
Counting down the shot clock, but they still got the look that they wanted in terms of, okay, Kelly Olynyk is who we want to attack on the floor. Gary Trent Jr. dribbled the ball over to the left side. The spacing was off. They didn't really get anything. When in doubt, kick it over to Pascal. He knows how to put the ball in the hole, but he also has a matchup that he can take advantage of with Kelly Olynyk on him.
61-49, Siakam makes the free throw. Spicy P with 6. Scotty Barnes and his 19 points come back in. Pascal's second free throw good. 62-49, Raptors by 13. Sexton front court against Schroeder, far side, left wing. Leans over between the legs, dribble. Now right hand into the middle, floats it up, no good, but he's fouled. He's a guy, you got to jam him up and make him go east-west and pass that ball because he's looking to go downhill all the time.
Yeah. North-south for him. And it's rare that Dennis Schroeder has a matchup that we've seen where the guard is quicker than him or faster than him, right? That's usually an area where he dominates and wins, but Colin Sexton, he is an absolute blur. You don't really know what he's trying to accomplish, right? When he puts that ball on the floor, he's in go mode. Can't tell you where he's going.
Well, one of those guys.
What he's trying to do, he's trying to make a play, and that's tough for him as a point guard as well, right? As soon as he learns to leverage his speed and change pace, he'll be a much better point guard as well.
As I said, sometimes he's the best player on both teams. Pirtle on the elbow, near side, left wing, gets it to Siakam above the arc, straight away. Now works over to the right, far side. Left hand into the middle, spin on Fontecchio, puts it up, no good. Left it short, here comes Utah. 3:40 first half. Marketing down to the baseline. Along the baseline, tough catch by Abaji, saves it, but here come the Raptors, 3-on-2. Anunoby in the lane, floats it up, no good. Siakam can't get the tip, but the ball knocked out of bounds off Utah. It'll stay with Toronto.
It's so interesting watching Toronto as that ball's in the air and they can see that the turnover is coming. There's 4 players that are just hitting it.
It's
right?
a
it's almost like a race to the baseline, a 100-meter dash.
Schroeder up top, guarded by Sexton. Gets it to Anunoby, near side, left wing, drive, off-balance shot, blocked by Abaji. OG gets it back, kicks it out. Siakam, 3, no good, far side. Rebound Markkanen. Outlet. Here comes Sexton. Now to Markkanen. Drives left side into the lane. Off balance runner blocked by Scotty. OG engaged, and Scotty, second man off the floor, got the block.
That's where Scotty's been good for this team, just chasing down blocks, but also here from the weak side, he sees that OG has Markkanen on his heels, right? And he comes from that weak side there and comes up with a big block.
Scotty says, right now, Lowry, kitchen's closed.
Yeah, this is my house. This is my house, big fella.
Sexton up top, 2:55, first half, 62-51 Toronto. Sexton stutter dribble in the lane, the lefty floater, no good, rebound Barnes. Outlet Schroeder, Raptors on the run. Anunoby, the pass behind him, and he reached back with his left hand on the far side, right wing, trying to turn the corner, and it went out of bounds to Utah. Turnover number 3 for Toronto. They've done a good job looking after the Orange tonight. Sexton to Collins straight away. Drives, spins on Pirtle, who says, no, sir, kitchen is closed still. Siakam back, fouled by Abaji, who ran up his back. Good job by the Raptors. And rightfully so, Darko appealing for a take foul. I haven't seen one yet called this year.
We've seen them in the first month. Haven't seen it since.
Anunoby. Inbound to Schroeder. Straight away, now to Achua, far side, right wing, above the arc, squares up, left hand to the middle. Gets it back to Siakam. On the bounce, Pascal against Collins. Into the lane, kicks it to Schroeder. Foul line jumper, good. Schroeder rattles it down. 64-51 Raptors by 13.
Great read by Schroeder. If they're going under the screen, right, there's no sense in you trying to get into the paint, right? Pull up into your jump shot, get a rhythm look like you just did.
Sexton drives on Barnes, gets into the lane, kicks it out. Fontecchio to Markkanen, catch and shoot, 3, no good. Rebound knocked away. Scotty goes airborne, says, give me that. Barnes to Schroeder, 3-ball near side, no good. Rebound, Barnes again with another rapacious rebound to Siakam in the lane, floats it up, no good. It's wedged between the rim and the backboard, and we'll have a jump ball at center. 1:36 to go, first half, 64-51. Toronto with a 13-point lead. Achua and Collins to jump, and Utah controls the tip. Front court, here come the Jazz. Sexton in the white, Utah moving left to right. Abaji, 3-ball far side, no good. Rebound Siakam. Up the near side, left wing in a sprint. Crosses over, now kicks it to Barnes. Catch and shoot 3, rattles it down again. Scotty knocks down another one. Raptors with a 67-51 lead, biggest lead of the game at 16.
In case Utah hasn't realized, Scotty is 4 for 5 from the 3-point line. Somebody better find him out there.
Fontecchio, 3, got it, far side. Schroeder brings it front court for the Raptors, 67-54. Toronto by 13. Schroeder on the bounce straight away. Utah in the zone. Schroeder to Siakam. Into the far corner to Anunoby, knocked out of bounds. 40.9 to go in the half. 8 on the shot clock. And the Raptors will try to put some more points on the board. They lead by 13. They get it into Barnes to Achua, jams it down. Oh, Simone Fontecchio is not going to want to watch the highlights tonight. Right on his head top. 69-54 Toronto. Fontecchio back with a 3, no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds. Oh, they say it's Utah ball. What a pass by Barnes to a cutting Achua, and Precious with a serious finish. 69-54, the Raptors by 15. "30 seconds, first half. Collins up top, Sexton. Drives right, gets into the lane, left-hand shot blocked by Achua. Ball saved, goes to Anunoby, up to Barnes, showtime. Scotty waits and jams it down.
And that's going to be Scotty's signature. He loves to wait on fast breaks for the defense to trail and get back, and then he just flushes it. They don't stand a chance.
Get there just in time to take the ball out of bounds. Sexton drive, and the foul will go on Achua.
You know how everybody would identify Vince Carter with the reverse 360? That's going to be Scotty's signature there. That image of him waiting for the defense in transition and then just ignorantly flushing it in front of them. I would be ticked off.
5.3 seconds to go. Sexton is free throw short. 71-54. Raptors by 17. It's their biggest lead of the game.
They got 71 points on the board right now.
Wow.
71.
Sexton's second one good. Lead 16 for Toronto. 5 seconds to go in the half. Schroeder lets the ball roll above his own three-point line. And now Sexton reaches in, takes it away. Sexton drive, pull-up, jumper, no good. He timed it like a cat playing with a ball of string and knocked it away from Schroeder. No damage done, though, but the Raptors damage Utah, shooting 54%. They lead 71-55 at recess.
Well, they've made this a fun half of basketball. 18 fast break points, and they've really moved the basketball. 23 assists on 28 made baskets. But Scotty Barnes, he came out with their energy. He came out with poise. You know, we've seen him before we even tipped up the basketball with that pop in his step. And 24 points for him and 6 rebounds. They've got to continue this play in the second half. 48 more minutes to go. But you can't have any drop-offs, can't have any letdowns. Same energy.
Well, let's see if it continues. Jim Taddy, Warren Ward, Josh Lewenberg up next. 71-55, Raptors by 16 at halftime. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball across the TSN radio network.
Hey, Raptor fans. What would you rather have? More money or more vacation? Whichever you pick, it's a win-win. Just like hitting the 50-50 jackpot. When you buy tickets to the MLSE Foundation Lottery, you support kids and youth in communities across Ontario. Last season, over $1 million in jackpot prizes were won. That means more money and more vacation. Talk about a true win-win? Visit 5050raps.com for your tickets today.
Lately, times have been challenging, with many people facing increased interest rates, inflation, and rising credit card debt. Everyone needs a little help from time to time, but it can be hard to ask for help when it comes to your personal finances. But you're not alone. Millions of Canadians share that feeling with you. 500,000 Canadians have found help with their debt, and so can you with Consolidated Credit Counseling Services of Canada. They are one of the largest non-profit credit counseling organizations in the country, with an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. They can help you consolidate your bills into one affordable payment, minimize your interest rates, and get you out of debt fast. No matter how much you owe, you don't need to do this alone. To get help, call 1-800-318-1940. That's 1-800-318-1940. Let Consolidated Credit get you back to a debt-free life. Call 1-800-318-1940. Call toll-free today for a free consultation. 1-800-318-1940. Ontario license number 4705786.
Creating a company's culture is more than a vision and mission statement or plastering catchy phrases on the wall. People are the most important asset of any organization, so it's critical to build a culture that attracts and retains top talent. At Train West Online Academy, we help you establish a series of steps to help you define your corporate culture. We will help you define your beliefs, values, and passion, and discuss how you first need to connect with people. If you'd like to learn how to do this, go to trainwest.ca and click on our management training programs. That's trainwest.ca.
90% of people who need something done by a lawyer make this confusing mistake. They start by looking for a lawyer. Start smarter. Search directly for what you need done at Vexit.com. Through their online legal and accounting marketplace, you'll find everything from incorporating a business to marital agreements. Access over 100 services. The best part? No nonsense, fixed prices stated up front. Go to Vexit.com and find the right professional. That's VEXXIT.com.
The clock is ticking, beauty lovers, but there's good news. There's still time to give something beautiful this holiday with a gift from Sephora. Beauty Insiders, get your order delivered straight to your door in as little as 2 hours with same-day delivery. Enjoy store-to-front door delivery of skincare, makeup, fragrance, gift sets, and more. Shop online at Sephora.ca. Offer ends December 24th. Exclusions and terms apply. One time only. Available in select markets. Visit Sephora.ca.
Tangerine Raptors basketball is on TSN 1050. The Raptors live here.
Anunoby to Schroeder into the lane, kick to the corner. Scotty 3 again in the bottom of the well, rattles it down. What's the record in this place?
Great extra pass, penetration by Schroeder, suck it in, that strong side. You kick out to Scotty.
I'm just reading the bubble over Warren's head. What's the record in this place?
Scotty Barnes with a great first half. Great opening to this game. 71-55 is the Raptors lead over Utah at the half. Welcome to Raptors at the half, live from Scotiabank Arena. Jim Taddy, Warren Ward, and Josh Lewenberg with you. And Warren, I mean, right from when he grabbed the mic to wish everybody happy holidays, Scotty Barnes was on tonight. 17 points in the first quarter. That's a career high. 24 at the half.
Played phenomenal, and he started the game off. It was Scotty Barnes 10, Utah 7 or something like that to start the game. I mean, you look at what he did when he came out. He made the first three that he took. And I was asking for a layup up here. I heard you heard me say that. And then as soon as he hit the three, you go to me, Scotty's going to go crazy tonight. So, playing a little bit of Monday morning quarterback, which is fine. But overall, though, besides his performance, I mean, I expect that from Scotty now. I'm not surprised if, when he has quarters and games and, when he's absolutely dominant, he is really, truly that good and that talented in this league. What I liked more, though, was just the overall contribution from the entire team. You got great bench production from the guys that came in the game. You got great buckets in transition. They turned Utah over, which was really what you want to see. And they're shooting the basketball well. They're 9 for 19 from 3 for 47%, which is really good. We haven't said that too many times. They have 23 assists on 28 made field goals.
Yeah.
And so the ball is moving. Everyone's touching it. They're getting out in transition. They're turning Utah over. And that's really what you want to see and what you want to ask for. Not to mention, they're getting in the paint, which is also great. So not only are they shooting the basketball well, they're getting in the paint. They have 32 points in the paint. So hopefully if there's another, second half like this, we can arguably say they'll have about 64 points in the paint in this game and go on to win this game quite convincingly. I thought the end of the first quarter, they showed a little bit of lull there. They had a bit of drop off the quarter. It was mostly a 10-point lead, and then it finished with 3. Second quarter, they took care of business, and you see the scoreboard reflection of that. 71-55. Great half by the Raptors. Two more to go.
Like here, I mean, the defense, it's still Christmas spirit a little bit. A generous defense, I would say, from both teams in the first half. A lot of scoring, a lot of points. But, hey, the Raptors' offense has looked as good as it's looked in. It's been a while. Let's put it that way. And I agree with Warren. I think the best part of it is you're getting something from everybody. I asked Darko Rajakovic about that loss from last night before the game tonight, and he just said, well, we've got to get something from everybody on the court. And that was sort of the case against Philadelphia, right? Siakam was brilliant. Jakob Poeltl had a season high last night. Gary Trent was pretty solid off the bench, but outside of that, there was no contribution from the bench, and OG Anunoby was quiet, but everyone who has touched the floor so far tonight has contributed in some way. I really like what the bench gave them. To Warren's point, Trent remains hot from the field, 8 points, a couple of threes, but Precious Achiuwa bringing great energy. Chris Boucher as well. OG Anunoby, a really nice bounce back from him because it's been a couple of quiet games. But I thought he was really solid on both ends of the floor in the first half. And then, what can you say about Scotty Barnes? This is sort of the game that he was talking about early in the season when he was like, well, last year, a lot of the times it was fourth quarter Scotty, right? He would come on late in the game, and he talked about really emphasizing a full effort this year, taking over games earlier on and getting off to great starts. And we've been seeing it more often this year, but not to this degree. This is as dominant as Scotty has looked, certainly in the first half this year.
So I'm going to rephrase my question. I was going to say, is this the best first half of Raptors basketball this year? So I'm going to say this. Is this the best example of complementary basketball we've seen from them?
I won't say it's the best half because they're playing Utah. Utah's not a strong team. So I'm not going to say that because then that diminishes what they're doing. So I wouldn't say that. I would say when they play a better team like a Phoenix Suns, like a Philadelphia 76ers, then I'll say that because they're playing up. I expect, as good as Utah is and as talented as they are, I think the Raptors are better than them, and they're showing that. But I do think this is a good half against a team you should beat. I'll say that.
Yeah, full marks. It goes back to what we were talking about before the game, where when you're playing a team, whether they're above your level, at your level, or, hey, even below your level, like you can't expect if you're a team that's where the Raptors are right now, and that's 11-17, to come in and play 10, 20 solid minutes and expect to win games. You've got to be able to sustain that, and outside of a few minutes, a few lulls here and there in the first half, I would say this was a pretty consistent effort. And again, there's still room for improvement too, right? Because while I like the defense towards the end of the first half, I think defensively they could be a lot better. But in terms of the offense, yeah, I mean, this is as good as they've looked in a long time. So much of that, as we know, comes from the movement. 23 assists on 28 buckets. And also off-ball movement, too, because I really like how guys are moving, cutting, moving without the ball. But I also think that the fact that they're getting out in the break, right, and finding opportunities to run, that's something that's sustainable. We don't know that they're going to shoot 9 for 19 from 3 in the second half, but as long as they're looking to run and finding those opportunities to score in transition, that's when this team is at their best, and I think they're doing a really good job of that so far tonight.
Josh, thanks very much. Appreciate it. The Raptors first half stat is brought to you by your Ontario Subaru dealers. Hurry to your local Subaru dealer to get more out of every kilometer this fall, including more karaoke. So some great numbers here. Raptors in the rebound department, 9 offensive, 14 defensive for 23. Utah is 3 and 13 for 16. And what that means is the Raptors were able to take those 9 rebounds and turn them into 11 points. And the Utah Jazz 3 turned into 5 points. Fast break points. The Raptors 18-0 over Utah. Points to the paint 32-22 for the Raptors. It all adds up to the score that we have, 71-55, and it's driven by Scotty Barnes, who in 18 minutes has 6 rebounds, an assist, a block, and 24 points, and set his own personal high of 17 in the first quarter. So things are looking good. We'll see what happens next. That means that the second half is next. This is Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050.
Hey, Raptor fans, what would you rather have? More money or more vacation? Whichever you pick, it's a win-win. Just like hitting the 50-50 jackpot. When you buy tickets to the MLSE Foundation Lottery, you support kids and youth in communities across Ontario. Last season, over $1 million in jackpot prizes were won. That means more money and more vacation. Talk about a true win-win? Visit 5050raps.com for your tickets today.
The time has come.
I agree.
What? What has the time come for exactly?
For me to design a pendant. See?
A memory ribbon? What inspired you?
I was thinking about things I want to always remember.
Like what?
You and Sean and Michael.
You're leaving?
I discovered something while I was away, and I have to follow it to see where it leads.
It's fabulous. Callum, make sure every person is able to buy this.
The Diamond Memory Pendant will start at $249.
Spence. Located in Vaughan, Scarborough, and Mississauga.
Hi, I'm Heather Reisman, Chief Book Lover at Indigo, with a few of my favorites for the young readers on your list this holiday. The new Percy Jackson, The Chalice of the Gods by Rick Riordan is funny and heartfelt. It's a decade-in-the-making gift in this epic series. For the littler ones, The Garden of Lost Socks by Canadian treasure Essie Adujan will have children and adults alike looking for the magic in the mundane. And as always, 1% of net proceeds from every children's book purchased at Indigo will go to kids in high-needs communities.
Amar from Ottawa writes, Dear Canadian Tire, I'm not ready for Christmas and could really use some last-minute advice to prep for holiday hosting. As Canada's Christmas store, we've got you. Our festive tableware from Canvas adds a beautiful holiday look to any party. And quality kitchen appliances from brands like Ninja, Keurig, and Breville can help make cooking and hosting a breeze. Get everything you need for the holidays at Canada's Christmas store. Visit CanadianTire.ca or this week's flyer for the last-minute super sale.
Making your lousy commute fun. Overdrive with Hayes Noodles and the O-Dog every weekday, 4 to 7 p.m. on TSN 1050.
Back in Toronto, second half about to start. Raptors leading 71-55. And it's a good half, Javon. Good half for the Toronto Raptors. Shooting the ball well, 54%, 9 of 19 from behind the arc. And that really is a significant number for the Toronto Raptors. And I'll tell you why. When they make, they're 3-11 when they don't make 10 three-pointers in a game. And they're at 9 right now, and they're playing well. So I got to believe there'll be one go down in the second half.
Listen, what this team did, they came out and they played with energy early. I thought Scotty Barnes got them off to a really good start. But guess what? There was 18 fast break points to Utah's 0, right? That makes a huge difference, right? Just slowing down your team or not allowing your opponent to get out and get those easy baskets in transition and playing your basketball. But they also forced them to turn it over. Not only turn it over, but they capitalized on those turnovers. Out of the 7 Utah turnovers, they have 12 points. So the name of this game, and Warren touched on it before the tip-off, putting the ball through the holes, right? It's a make or miss league. And converting, and I thought the Raptors did that on second chance opportunities, but they also did that fast breaks and on turnovers.
Well,
but we got another half.
Yeah, when you score the easy points, it just means you don't have to grind in the half court, and good for Toronto early on. Well, Utah starts off well. First possession, Markkanen lays it in, and the Jazz cut the lead to 71-57. Front court Raptors, starters on the floor, Schroeder, Siakam, Pirtle, Anunoby, Barnes. Raptors in the black coming left to right. Siakam in the lane, spins, lays it up and in. Wow. Put Markkanen on spin cycle, then hung him out to dry.
He just finds a way, right? They're going under the screens, they're switching, but he's still getting into the paint and finding a way, like I said, getting to that spin cycle and laying it off the glass.
Chris Dunn, 3 up top, no good. Rebound, Siakam.
He didn't look like he was wide open. He didn't look like he wanted to take that shot.
Pascal hustles at front court, gets into the lane, floats it up, no good. Rebound, Markkanen. 10:50. Third quarter, and Utah turns it over, and that looks like a take foul. It could have been a 3-on-1. Schroeder's got to be careful. Dennis kind of flung that one up at the basket, and you know, there is an NBA rule that says if you throw or kick the ball into the stands, it's an automatic ejection. So just easy there, Dennis.
Take time.
Take your time.
Take time.
Free throw good for the Raptors. So on the take foul, it's one shot in the ball. And that foul is taken to prevent a fast break, so the penalty appropriate. One shot in the ball. Barnes in the lane. Kicks it to Anunoby, near side, right wing in front of the Raptor bench. Now to Pirtle, same side, short corner. Dribbles up to the top, gives it to Siakam. Pascal, shot clock at 4, into Olynyk. Has to take a tough ball away off glass, no good. Rebound, Utah. Front court come the Jazz. Deep 3 by Olynyk, and Darko wants a quick timeout. 73-60. I kind of agree with Darko here, Javon. I don't like the energy, or maybe lack of, or the type of energy coming out of this
And that's what they played that first half with, right? Just so purely off energy. You can see right there with Kelly Olynyk, he's about 30 feet out, but he's shooting 42% on the season from three, so there's got to be a sense of urgency getting out there.
Timeout on the floor, 10-11 to go, third quarter. Raptors 73, Utah 60. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
Love meatballs? You could have spaghetti and meatballs, but why have a dish where they're mentioned second, like an afterthought? With 2-for-1 Pizza's new meatball menu, meatballs are the star of the show, with dishes like meatball pizza, with meatballs, green peppers, and red onions starting at just $11.99, or their oven-baked meatballs, baked in their classic tomato sauce topped with Italian herbs for just $10.99. Order online at 2for1pizza.com.
Alpine News Network is here live with one of our superheroes.
It's a bird. It's a plane. Oh, it's just me helping the city with my super strength. And help is what we did for Dave and Keith. They wanted a new living room, and we're approved for a home renovation loan. I'm invited to their next potluck, and I'm bringing my famous hero dip. I basically just melt a jar of cheese with my super heat vision.
Own your home? Need a loan? Alpine Credits can help.
Alpine Credits, where homeowners get approved. Just for license 12616.
Unhibernate. Verb. To laugh in the face of snow because you drive a Subaru. As in, when I unhibernate, I have the roads all to myself because my Subaru has symmetrical full-time all-wheel drive and others don't. Or, the award-winning safety in my Subaru means I can unhibernate all winter while my neighbors stare longingly from their bedroom windows. Or my favorite usage. I'm going to unhibernate this winter by visiting my local Subaru dealer today. Welcome to Uncommon Winter Confidence.
TSN 1050. Listen anywhere. Stream your favorite shows on your smart speaker. Simply tell your smart speaker to listen to TSN 1050. Everywhere you want it.
All right, Kelly Olynyk, bronze medalist in the World Championships for Canada, getting a nice round of applause here at Scotiabank Arena. His Utah Jazz, though, trailing the Raptors 73-60, although they've come out with a little bit of a bounce in their step, and Darko Rajakovic with a quick timeout to start this third quarter. Third quarter action delivered by 2-for-1 Pizza. Get a large 4-topping Quattro Pizza for $15.99 and try new 2-for-1 nachos or Irish nachos for $9.99. 2for1pizza.com. Barnes in the lane. Tries to find Pirtle. Thrown away. Here comes Utah. Dunn to Collins. Jams it down. All of a sudden, that lead that was 16 has been cut to 11. 73-62. Utah. Barnes in the lane. They pinball him in there. Man, he gets sandwiched between two guys. And they're going to say the foul is on the floor. No gather in Toronto. Now they change their mind and say, no, Scotty was going to the basket.
Yeah, this Utah team, they're a lot better when Chris Dunn is on the floor, right? And I mentioned it to you before just jokingly that, Colin Sexton, he goes 100 miles per hour, but there's no rhyme or reason to what he's doing out there with Dunn. He has 6 assists on the evening, but I feel like he just gives this Utah team a bit more poise, a bit more control in direction. Even that last transition there, just a great read with Collins trailing the play, faking the pass and dropping it off to him.
9:36, third quarter, 75-62. Raptors by 13. Barnes with 26. 6 rebounds, a couple of assists. Olynyk far side. Gets it to Collins in the lane. Fall away short. Well short. Missed everything but the floor. Back come the Raptors. Pirtle to Anunoby in the near corner. On Sexton. OG backs him down. Kicks to Scotty. 3 in the air up top. No good. Back rim. Rebound Olynyk. Schroeder reaches in. Knocks it away, but it goes to Dunn. Near side to Markkanen. Barnes knocks it away, but Sexton recovers. 8:50, third quarter, Raptors by 13. Dunn, 3, far side, no good. For the second time tonight, the ball wedged between the rim and the backboard. And Javon, I was always taught that means that the ball isn't inflated properly. I mean, I know it's a bad shot to wedge it in there, but another jump ball. Collins wins it. Front court. Here comes Utah. Dunn to Olynyk. Wide open three near side. No good. Long rebound. Schroeder his own free throw line. Raptors with numbers. 4 on 3. Schroeder front court to Anunoby. OG drives. Kicks it to Schroeder. Into the corner. Scotty drives. Gets to the hoop. Puts it up. No good. But on the floor, Olynyk fouled him. And Scotty made a straight line drive on that one, Javon, straight to the cup.
Yeah, it's funny because good players, initiate contact. Great players play through contact. And Scotty, a big-time job there, taking the bump, continuing his play, continuing his route to the rim.
Siakam in the lane, gets it down. Raptors up 77-62, reestablishing the 15-point lead. Now the foul will go on Barnes against Kelly Olynyk.
Well, that's a veteran in Kelly right there, just jumping into the path of Scotty Barnes, and Scotty just running him over, right? Pick for foul. Smart play by Kelly.
8:08, third quarter. Dunn inbound to Olynyk, near sideline. Utah in the white, moving right to left. Markkanen, deep three, far side, rattles it down. Big shot by Markkanen. Front court, Schroeder on the bounce. 77-65 Toronto. Black-shirted Raptors moving left to right. Schroeder at the nail, kicks it near side. Anunoby, left hand into the middle on Dunn, floats it up. Tough off-balance shot. Rebound to Markkanen. Quickly up the middle of the floor to Olynyk. Kelly drives, gets into the lane, floats it up and in. Utah just kind of hanging around right now, Javon.
Yeah, hanging around, but also slowing down the game, right? This doesn't have the same up and down tempo coming out of the half. They know they can't play that track meet game against Toronto.
Pirtle misses the shot. The rebound to Barnes. In the corner, Anunoby, short jumper, good. OG knocks down a mid-range 16-footer.
And the difference on that play was a bit more decisive. Gets into his action, gets the defense off him, and pops up into his shot. Cleaner look.
Dunn, corner three, wide open, no good. Rebound Pirtle. Outlet Schroeder, fast break time for the Raptors. Anunoby down the lane, lays it up, no. Got the foul, the dunk didn't go, but he got the bucket. Sheer strength by OG. He was hit hard midair by Olynyk. Got the bucket down, he'll go to the line for one more.
And that's the way to change the tempo and the momentum of the game. Right, good pass by Schroeder in transition, and OG, he cocked it back to dunk it, took the foul, and then the finesse, the nice roll.
Well, the Raptors pushed the lead to 14, 81-67, and OG will stand on the line for one more.
Well, this lineup, you have Clarkson checking in the game, now you have Sexton on the floor. I can imagine there's going to be a lot of tough shots that are going to go up. A lot of shots that Coach Will Hardy probably isn't going to be too fond of with those two guys on the floor right now. So Toronto's got to take advantage of that, make sure you close out possessions with rebounds.
Anunoby guarding Sexton into the lane. Sexton, floater, no good. Rebound Siakam. Here come the Raptors. Track meet again. Siakam into the lane, kicks to Schroeder. He gets into the lane, dumps it to Pirtle, knocked away. Pirtle gets it back, has it knocked away. Here comes Utah. Sexton on the run, reverse layup, up and in. Pretty move by Colin Sexton. 82-69 Raptors. We're going up and down, Javon, but Utah's actually pulled a little closer.
Yeah.
Barnes into the lane, and they're going to call him on a walk? No, they're going to call the foul on Fontecchio. As Scotty put the ball on the floor near side, right wing. Utah is in the penalty with 6:09 to go, third quarter.
Yeah, well, that tells you everything you need to know about the rest of the quarter, where that ball needs to be going, at the rim, everything, foul or basket. and no need to settle for any threes. You're in bonus. There's 6 minutes to go. There's a lot of time that you can be eating free breakfast, free meals at that free throw line.
Barnes' first free throw good. 83-69. Raptors by 14. Second one good for Scotty. Give him 28 on the night and make the lead 15. 84-69 Toronto, Utah front court.
Yeah, 28-7-3 for Scotty, and we still have 18 minutes of basketball to play.
Clarkson up top. Anunoby hounding him. Gets it to Sexton, near side, left wing, above the arc. Into the corner. Walker Kessler. Cross court pass to Clarkson. Scotty right up on him. Tough shot by Clarkson, no good. Didn't hit the rim, shot clock violation. Good D by Toronto.
That's exactly what I was talking about, right? You come down here, Utah, there's no direction for the offense, and Clarkson taking a tough off-balance shot. Granted, the shot clock was winding down, but you got to get better quality looks, right? Those are costly plays. Fortunately for them, it's a shot clock, so it's a dead ball. You're walking the ball to the floor, but that shot right there would have led to a transition.
84-69. Toronto by 15. Front court. Siakam with a big-time jam. 86-69. The Raptors push it forward. The lead is 17. Largest of the game. Sexton, near side. Clarkson drives into the lane to Kessler for the reverse layup, up and in. Raptors come back quickly and unfortunately throw it away, as they could not handle it. But they like to do that, Javon. Get it up the floor quickly.
Yeah, had the right idea. Schroeder just put a little bit too much air on it. But after a made basket, if you can get a transition look like that, you've done your job.
Collins, corner three, good. John Collins knocks it down. So here comes Toronto with an 86-74 lead. They lead. Pirtle, he drives. Unfortunately for him, Kessler blocked it. Utah doesn't pick it up, and Schroeder takes it to the hoop and is fouled on his drive.
The foul is called.
86-74. Raptors by 12 with 4:40 to go. Third quarter. Schroeder on the line to shoot two. First one up and down. The Raptors 12 of 14 tonight from the line, doing a much better job at converting free throws. Schroeder takes the bounces. Second one, dips, fires, and knocks it down cleanly. 88-74, 14-point Toronto lead. Here comes Clarkson, front court. Works left, now back to the right, far side. Raptors have him bottled up. Clarkson finds a way to get it up and in, score it, and a foul for Jordan Clarkson. That is the definition of put your head down and make something happen.
Turn garbage into gold, right? Really didn't have anywhere to go. Schroeder playing on his hips. Pirtle, there to stop the penetration, but I don't even know if he looked up at the basket or knew where he was. But at the last second there, just found a way to put the ball up, and he's a scorer, right? So he's going to find a way.
88-76, Utah hanging around as well as Toronto's played. The Jazz now up to 50% from the floor.
Clarkson, 10 points. He's missed the last 6 games with a hamstring injury, so he's come back and trying to get himself. That doesn't look like he's missed a beat.
88-77. Siakam up top. Gets it to Anunoby. OG on Fontecchio. Drives, gets into the lane, kicks to the corner. Achua puts his shoulder onto Fontecchio, floats it up and in. Tough move by Precious. Raptors get it down and push the lead back to 13, 90-77. Sexton, near side, left wing, into the lane. Great pass to Kessler, who lays it in over his head.
Big fella Kessler there has really good hands, right? Because Sexton getting into the paint fast, dropping it off in tight space, and he catching and finishing.
Sexton pulling up, picking up. Schroeder full court. Schroeder on the dribble, gets it to Trent. Shot clock at 10, 3:30 to go, third quarter, Raptors by 11, make it 13. Gary with a mid-range jumper, knocks it out, 16 feet far side, left wing.
Getting to his left hand. Clarkson gets clipped by the screen, and Kessler's just too far off. Great read by Gary Trent Jr. up into his jump shot.
Sexton on the drive against Schroeder. Dennis locks him up, but Sexton with great footwork spins and lays it in.
Not pretty.
Nope, but effective.
92-81.
Raptors with the lead. Under 3 to go. Siakam drive, can't get it down. Ball knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Toronto.
And, tough. Pascal's looking for the foul right now. But when he turned at the basket, Kessler was too far under the rim, right? At that point, you stop popping to your jump shot or get your floater off. But if you go to the rim and try and meet him at the rim, he's 7'1" long and third in the league in blocks, right? You're putting yourself in a tough position.
Let's take a break. 92-81 Toronto. They lead Utah by 11. 2:54 third quarter. This is Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
Hey Raptor fans, what's better than the team winning on the court? A win for the kids and a win for you. When you play the MLSE Foundation 50-50 jackpot, you help communities get kids and youth off the sidelines and onto the court. Last season, over $1 million in jackpot prizes were won. Will you be a winner this season? Only one way to know. Visit 5050raps.com for your tickets today.
Lately, times have been challenging, with many people facing increased interest rates, inflation, and rising credit card debt. Everyone needs a little help from time to time, but it can be hard to ask for help when it comes to your personal finances. But you're not alone. Millions of Canadians share that feeling with you. 500,000 Canadians have found help with their debt, and so can you, with Consolidated Credit Counseling Services of Canada. They are one of the largest non-profit credit counseling organizations in the country, with an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. They could help you consolidate your bills into one affordable payment, minimize your interest rates, and get you out of debt fast. No matter how much you owe, you don't need to do this alone. To get help, call 1-800-656-7129. That's 1-800-656-7129. Let Consolidated Credit get you back to a debt-free life. Call 1-800-656-7129. Call toll-free today for a free consultation. 1-800-656-7129. Ontario license number 4705786.
First up with Korolnik and Koliakovo. Weekday morning 6 till 10 on TSN 1050.
You ain't first, you're last.
Paul Jones, Javon Shepherd, Luca Moya, courtside up top. In the Foster Hewitt Media Gondola. He's waving like the queen up on the king, up on the perch. Jim Taddy, along with Warren Ward and Josh Lippa. Back at Raptors Central, Owen Hall, our producer, and Matt Cardadero. Raptors leading 92-81, but Javon, if you're a Raptor fan, you're a little uneasy right now. The lead was 16-17. You're going up and down, and you're running up and down. It's like playing one of those games back in the day with the Phoenix Suns. You're running up and down, and everybody's running, and next thing you know, you look up and you think the score is one thing, and it's something else.
Yeah.
It's much closer than it is.
And a team that doesn't have any pressure, playing against a team that doesn't really have any pressure right now. So that's what makes it dangerous, right? Utah winning this quarter by 5 thus far, and we just got accustomed to the pace and play and aggression that Raptors are playing with in the first 2 quarters, and they were in control, right? You want them to get back to that.
Flynn up top for Toronto. Raptors in the black, moving left to right. Trent pass into the corner for Flynn, over his head, out of bounds, into the bench. So that'll turn it over, and Utah has a chance to get this thing into single digits. Fontecchio, Dunn, Markkanen, Kessler, and Jordan Clarkson, the human scoring machine. Clarkson works right. Achua picks him up, back to the left. Clarkson, 1 foot fall away, got it. The lead is 9. The Jazz have chopped into the Raptor lead. Trent, 3-ball far side, bang bang in the bottom of the well for Gary Trent Jr. 95-83 Toronto.
Clarkson makes a tough shot on one end, but you come back down and Gary Trent Jr. is wide open. You have to wonder, where is the defense? Where's the attention to detail for Utah?
Chris Dunn, 3 up top. Rattles, doesn't go. Rebound Barnes. Rebound number 8 for Scotty. His pass up court for Siakam. Can't squeeze it. Turned over. Here comes Utah. Markkanen into the corner. Fontecchio drives, runs into Achua, and they got an offensive foul. Precious standing in, putting his body on the line.
That's one of the good ones.
Yes.
Good charges there. We could see him. We could see Precious set up, plant his feet, and you watch that charge develop. Fontecchio blows by Scotty Barnes, and out of control just charges into Precious.
95-83 Toronto. Minute 40 to go, third quarter. Jazz in the zone. Barnes at the free throw line, turns, puts it up, no good. Man, a short jumper, couldn't get it. They hit the soft spot of the zone, but couldn't score. Clarkson into the lane, floats it up and in. That guy's a bucket.
Yeah.
95-85 Toronto.
Keep in mind, he's coming off of 6 games where he hasn't played. Coming off, first came back, 14 points, 11 shots in 17 minutes.
3-ball, Gary Trent Jr., bang, bang, down the bottom of the well. GTJ's got 16. Raptors up 98-85.
Coming off of 17 last night, but his confidence just looks so much better, taking those shots, getting good arc on it, solid base. And now you could, before, a couple weeks ago, you could see the wheels turning in his head when he would catch the basketball, trying to find his way, where he's getting it crisp in his shooting pocket and popping.
98-85 Toronto. Under a minute to go, third quarter. Raptors led by 16 after 2. Fontecchio up top, right side, far wing. Now to Dunn between the circles. Works back to the middle. Right hand floater in the lane, no good. Rebound tipped up, no good. Knocked away. Here comes Toronto with numbers. 3-on-2. Trent, stop, pop for 3. It's long, no good. Siakam saves it. No, he doesn't. His foot was on the line, and it goes out of bounds. It'll stay, or it'll go over to the Utah Jazz. Will Hardy with the play call, saying go. He wants a 2-for-1. Dunn gets it to Clarkson. This one's going up. Clarkson floats it up, no good. Rebound knocked away. Toronto has it. Utah is going to get it back, but I'm not so sure about that shot, Javon.
I'm not a big 2-for-1 guy.
Not when it turns into 2 bad for 1 good.
I know it's, you're trying to win the points per possession battle, but I got to get 2 good shots if I'm going to do it.
Raptors swing it. Flynn into the lane. Kicks it to Siakam. Shot clock at 2. He's got to go. 3-ball up top. Barely hits the rim. Ball knocked away. Here comes Utah. Fontecchio to Clarkson. Doesn't get it off. And after 3 quarters, the Raptors have a 13-point lead, 98-85.
Well, you got 1 more quarter to go. It's all about sustainability, right? All about intensity. Looking over at Coach Will Hardy right now, he's chewing out his guys. So the Raptors, you got to see that. You got to come out with that same energy and convert.
Last lap of the track coming up. 98-85, Raptors by 13. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball across the TSN radio network.
You're running late to your friend's uncle's cousin's holiday party and you can't show up empty-handed. That's when you see it. Subway's buy a $30 gift card and get 6 free cookies promotion. Now you'll have a gift and some treats for the group. Scratch that. Now you'll have a gift and some snacks for the drive. Either way, we've got you covered with 6 free cookies when you buy a $30 gift card. Only at Subway. Offer valid until December 31st, 2023.
Hi, it's Randy Hanatko, founder of Train West Online Academy. Let me ask you, how much more effective would you be if you only gave presentations to thoroughly qualified, committed prospects who are willing to let their money go? The people in our program don't make presentations to unqualified people because they know it's a waste of time. For 18 years, we've been training professional salespeople to reach their full potential. If you're deadly serious about increasing your sales and profits, go to trainwest.ca to learn more, trainwest.ca.
Let's hear your pitch.
How would you like to invest in a project with a 90% success rate?
A unicorn, is it?
Unicorns aren't real, but 90% of our people report a positive outcome.
Where's this data from?
We asked thousands of BGC Club kids.
Thorough.
Yeah, 90% of kids involved with BGC Canada say they make better choices because of a club.
That's unbelievable impact. Where do I sign?
BGC Canada. OpportunityChangesEverything.com.
TSN 1050. Listen anywhere. Stream us on iHeartRadio, the TSN app, or on Apple CarPlay. TSN 1050. Everywhere you want it.
Fourth quarter, last lap of the track, the Toronto Raptors leading the Utah Jazz 98-85. And we'll tell you that there are some really good numbers for Toronto, but this fourth quarter is brought to you by CMC Markets. Take your trading to the next level with $0 commission on stocks. Raptor ball in the black, moving left to right to start the quarter. 13-point lead. Flynn, three up top, no good. Rebound, Abaji. Off to Chris Dunn. Kessler, Markkanen, and Clarkson, the other Jazz players on the floor. Markkanen to Dunn. Off center, left side. On the lob to Markkanen, jams it down.
Yeah, good lob there, but Scotty Barnes, he's trailing the play. Precious Achiuwa, he's got to sag back a bit to help him, especially if, you know, Scotty's not going to cut the screen. That's what leads to that lob.
98-87. Raptors get it in the lane. They lob it to Achiuwa, knocked away. Scotty gets it back in the corner to Precious. Going to go to work on Kessler. Fall away jumper off balance, no good. Precious was going to fall away but lost his balance. Here comes Utah. Clarkson front court in the lane, kicks to Dunn. Three ball near side, good. 98-90. Darko wants a timeout. 10:50 to go.
Well, you start the quarter with, you know, a lob, and also now Dunn knocking down a timely three for his team. So Darko with a good, quick timeout here just to stop the bleeding.
Well, let's see if the Raptors can get something out of the timeout to reestablish the lead in double figures. 98-90 Toronto. 10:50 fourth quarter. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
Love meatballs? You could have spaghetti and meatballs, but why have a dish where they're mentioned second, like an afterthought? With 2-for-1 Pizza's new meatball menu, meatballs are the star of the show with dishes like meatball pizza, with meatballs, green peppers, and red onions starting at just $11.99, or their classic meatball sandwich on 6-inch toasted garlic bread smothered in classic tomato sauce and mozzarella from just $9.99. Order online at 2for1pizza.com.
Alpine News Network is here live with one of our superheroes.
People often ask me how fast I am. Oh, 1 sec. I just went to Bali and back. I'm also fast when it comes to helping people. Like when I helped Bill. His company vehicles were being serviced, and I was able to help him with a business loan. He got the transport trucks they needed, and I got to honk the horn. All of them.
Own your home? Need a loan? Alpine Credits can help.
Alpine Credits, where homeowners get approved. Just for license 12616.
A big win and a bigger impact. When you play the MLSE Foundation 50-50 jackpot, you support the kids and the future Raptors of tomorrow. Last season, over $1 million in jackpot prizes were won. Will this season include you? The only way to find out is if you play. Visit 5050raps.com for your tickets today.
Overdrive, Toronto's favorite way to drive home. Weekdays 4 to 7 on TSN 1050.
Well. 10:50 to go in the ball game. That's a good number, 10:50. It's where we are tonight, TSN 1050 on the last game before the Christmas Day game extravaganza tips off. But Utah has cut the Raptor lead that was 16 at halftime in half at 8 with 10:50 to go. As we were talking about off mic, Javon, during the commercial, they're just dangerously kind of hanging around here.
Yeah,
it's not good.
They're hanging around, and I thought the first two plays to open up the fourth quarter, they did a good job of executing. getting out that lob play with the miscommunication with Precious and Scotty, and then coming down and Dunn knocking down his first 3 of the game, a timely one for 5 on the night. But it matters, right? You cut the game to a single-digit game.
Barnes jumper no good. Rebound knocked away. Here comes Utah. The run can continue. Clarkson corner 3 no good. Right into the hands of Kessler, who jams it down.
Offensive rebound. Kessler doing a good job keeping the ball above his head. That's an easy 2 points for him. OG coming back in the game, get some defense going here, get some lockdown opportunities and situations, get out and run.
98-92, 3-ball no good from the corner by Achua. Raptors in a drought right now. And Utah will bring it front court. Crowd in a pensive mood. Dunn up top. They're chanting for defense. Shot clock at 8. We go under 10 minutes, fourth quarter. Shot clock at 3. Clarkson going to go. Knocked away by Gary Trent Jr. And with 0.8 of a second left on the clock, Utah will inbound right in front of Coach Will Hardy on their bench.
Jordan Clarkson calling on the play, 0.8 on the clock, and they call him for money.
He catches it, fires it, and knocks it down. Wow. 8/10 of a second, and Clarkson hits a 3, and the lead is down to 3.
He wanted that. He looked over at Coach Hardy. They made the play. It's called money, and he looked over and said, Coach, I got you. Knocked it down.
Raptors come up empty. They turn it over. Here comes Dunn to Markkanen. 3 in the air, no good. That would have tied it. Here comes Trent, far side, left wing, right hand to the middle. Deep 3 in the air, no good. Don't know if I like that one, Javon. You're struggling. Clarkson gets it to the hoop, lays it up, no good. Raptors pick off the rebound. Barnes in the lane, kicks to Boucher. Corner 3, good. Down the bottom of the well for Chris Boucher. 101-95. Raptors lead by 6. 8:52 to go in the ball game. Dunn up top, gets it to Clarkson on Achua. Precious knocks it away. Clarkson picks it up. Now to Dunn. 3-ball far side, good. Chris Dunn knocks it down.
They're knocking down 3s right now.
101-98. The Raptor lead. 1 possession, 3 points. Boucher in the lane, floats it up, no good, but he's fouled. I like that, Javon. Even though there was a foul, the ball goes inside, gets to the hoop, make some free throws, set your defense, throw some water on the fire maybe.
Well, you got to respect Chris Boucher, right? He's only played 11 minutes, 6 points for him, but knocked down a big 3, off the pass from Scotty. Timely one as well, and then now he understands the time to score the situation of the game, and the momentum shifting over to Utah. In a play like that, he wasn't accepting anything less than a foul or a basket, gets himself to the free throw line.
That's old-fashioned. I like it, Javon. I do. I mean, Trent, in my eyes, took a quick 3. I mean, not that it was a bad 3, but in the time of the game when you had a drought and you weren't going well.
Yeah, then you got to get quality shots, right? Quality of the shots is that much more important.
Thank you.
And it's not, you got to have somebody hot. If you're going to take shots like that, you have to be in a rhythm or hot. Similar to how Jordan Clarkson has it going right now. Utah's trying to find him. Boucher makes 1 of 2. Utah back. They lob it up. Dunn to Kessler. The jam cuts the lead to 102-100. 8:07 to go. We have a horse race. Schroeder down to Barnes. Far corner. Underneath. Boucher turns. Floats it up and in. Nice inside move by Chris Boucher. Coach Darko Rajakovic trying to get the team into 2-3 zone right now, trying to get the attention of everybody and getting organized. They are, but Clarkson is open, fires a 3, it's long, no good. Rebound Markkanen to Dunn. Drives, kicks it to Clarkson, onto the elbow, kicks it back out. Markkanen 3, in and out, rebound Boucher. 104-100 Raptors. They hustle at front court. Schroeder on the bounce, crosses over, gets into the lane, bounces off the defender, no call, ball on the ground. Here comes Utah, 4-on-1. Abaji with the jam, 104-102. Utah cuts it back to 2.
Oh, those empty trips. Boucher underneath. And they're going to call a foul on the ground. It'll go against Abaji.
One thing I'll say, Scotty Barnes is still fearless, because the play he just made right there, and you talk about quality shots in these times, right? A risky play. Obviously, Chris Boucher comes up with it, gets fouled. But the possession before, just Dennis Schroeder getting into the paint, right, losing control. And Utah, again, just off of a turnover, getting out running, Abaji getting a big-time dunk in transition.
7:07 to go, fourth quarter. 104-102. Raptors leading Utah. Schroeder to Pirtle. Pick and roll. Pirtle floats it up. No good. Kessler with the defense. Here comes Dunn on the dribble against Schroeder. Backs him down. Kicks it out. Clarkson for three, and the lead short. Rebound tipped away. Clarkson floats in. Floats it home. Ties it up. Top of the stretch. 6:44 to go. We got a new ball game. The horse race is even at 104.
Yeah, that's a play that you can't have, especially at this point in the game, right? Dunn, OG helps on the penetration. They're probably a bit too much. You get a kick out to Clarkson, who puts up the shot, and he's the first one to the offensive rebound to get a putback. Now we got a tie game with 6:44 to go.
Let's take a break. Top of the stretch, 104 apiece. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
Sarah.
Yes, Michael?
The time has come.
I agree.
What? What has the time come for exactly?
For me to design a pendant.
Great. What did you design?
It's a memory ribbon holding a created diamond.
Sarah, it's beautiful. A memory ribbon?
Some people call it an awareness ribbon.
But you said memory. What inspired you to design this wonderful pendant?
I was thinking about things I want to always remember.
Like what?
You and Sean and Michael and all the other wonderful people at Spence Diamonds.
You're leaving?
I discovered something while I was traveling, and I have to pursue it to see where it leads.
Your pendant is fabulous. Everyone has something they want to always remember. Callum, make sure that every person is able to buy this. The diamond memory pendant will start at $249.
Wow! Spence, located in Vaughan, Scarborough, and Mississauga. The Virgin Plus Big Boxing Week event is here.
Check out these deals. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Prices fit for those post-holiday wallets.
It's like a gift that keeps on giving.
Get 30 gigs of data for just $34 per month when you bring your own phone.
Let's keep shopping.
After all, affordable is always worth celebrating.
Virgin Plus, obviously.
Plan available on 4G speeds. Conditions apply. Visit a Virgin Plus store or virginplus.ca for details. Also, obviously.
There's no better way to drive home than with Hayes, Noodles, and the O-Dog. Overdrive every weekday, 4 to 7 p.m. on TSN 1050.
Back in Toronto, 104 apiece, got a new ball game. Mr. Javon Shepherd, 6:44 to go. And what has propelled Utah back in this game? What have the Raptors not done to put their foot on their throat and put this thing away?
Well, through the first 2.5 quarters, we've seen the Raptors convert, right? And that was the big thing. That was the name of the game for them. But as of the fourth quarter here, right, they got off to a slow start to open up the quarter, which gave Utah the confidence. A couple miscommunications defensively, but Jordan Clarkson's really just made tough baskets for his team. Remember the one at .8 with .8 on the clock?
Yeah.
Right, that was a big shot for them. And Larry Markkinen made some tough shots. Chris Dunn came out and made some timely shots as well. The Raptors have just had too many empty possessions.
Raptors get it to Pirtle, near side, right block. Raptors in the black, coming left to right. Pirtle gets it to Anunoby. Shot clock at 5. OG, contested jumper, no good. Rebound, Chris Dunn. Utah looking for the lead. Dunn on the run to Clarkson. Now to Markkinen in the lane, floats it up and in. Utah leads 106-104.
You can see Utah's confidence growing right now. They can just by the body language, they're a bit more engaged defensively, offensively as well.
Siakam up top, gets it to Schroeder. Shot fake, drives right near side, elbow jumper, got it. Schroeder knocks it down. Game tied at 106. Inside the top of the stretch, 5:54 to go. Raptors need to dig in defensively.
Defensively, and the team that remains most poised down the stretch here with 5:45 left to go, team that's going to come out victorious.
Siakam takes the foul. Only the first team foul for the Raptors in the quarter.
Raptors going a little smaller right here with Pirtle checking out and Boucher checking out. That lineup, it looks like it's going to be Barnes, OG, Schroeder, and Siakam.
Utah takes a timeout. We will keep it here. 5:45 to go. Javon, what's the name of the game coming down the stretch here? To me, it's quality offensive possessions and absolutely no open looks. I mean, I'm not saying they're not going to score, but gosh, make them work for it. Challenge shots. Don't give them anything easy. Get back. Don't turn it over. Make them work for it.
Yeah, well, we've seen in the first half that Utah's turnover prone, and we knew that coming into this game. They're leading the league in turnovers. But just, getting the ball out of the hands of Jordan Clarkson. But I also like to see the ball out of Chris Dunn's hands because he's the one that's making the right decisions for this team, getting the ball to where it needs to be. And on Toronto's side, it's just getting back that energy, right? Getting back that pop that you had in the first, 3 quarters, 2.5 quarters of this game, right? You haven't seen that the last 6-7 minutes. Big difference maker. They're going with a smaller lineup, which is going to allow them, to switch a bit more, be a bit more active, be a bit more aggressive, and you can rattle this team, right? You can force them to cough it up and get out and get yourself some easy baskets.
Well, it is about easy baskets, and if you're the Raptors, you need to get some stops too. Utah ball, front court, right to left, moving towards Bay Street. Markkanen isolated near block on Siakam. Backs into the lane, fall away jumper, got it. Tough move by Markkanen.
Yeah.
108-106 Jazz with the lead.
And if you're going to go smaller, you can't allow those guys like Kessler to get to his spot and take advantage of his size.
Utah gets a turnover, they knock it away. Abaji on the reverse layup, no good, but is fouled. Did that not just come out of my mouth? Don't turn it over, let him get easy ones?
Might be a fortune teller.
Well,
if
that's the case, me, you, and Luca are going to go buy some lotto tickets. It's Saturday night. Buy some lotto tickets, buy a piece of the team, and then they'll have to listen to us. Wouldn't that be scary? Free throw good by Abaji. (109-106). Now 110-106. Utah by 4. Schroeder up top, gets it to Siakam on the drive, near side. The air out of the building right now. Schroeder on the drive, goes left, gets to the lane, kicks it out. Siakam, foul line jumper, no good. Rebound, Kessler. That's a good look by Pascal. Couldn't get it down.
That's a really good look, wide open look, and there would be no point there for him to attack because Kessler's right down with the rim. It's 7'1", standing 7'1" with the rim protection.
Gary Trent working hard, trying to keep the ball away from Clarkson, and Markkanen catches and fires a 3 near side. 113-106. Toronto down 7 suddenly. Biggest lead of the game for the Jazz. Barnes on the drive into the lane on Kessler. Puts his shoulder on his chest, floats it up, couldn't get it down. And now Scotty comes up limping on that left leg. 4:18 to go. Sands kind of running through the hourglass for the Raptors. Barnes inbound, near baseline right side to Schroeder. They need a hoop in the worst way. Schroeder drives, gets to the hoop, blocked by Kessler. Thought he had him beat, and the big man got it. Kessler down low, kick it out. Dunn into the corner. Clarkson for 3, good. 116-106, the lead is 10 for Utah. Siakam drive, kick it out. Back to Pascal on the box. on Kessler, throws it up, no good, but is fouled. Going to get a couple of free throws.
Well, a big part of what's happening right now is the Raptors have lost their confidence in, their ability to shoot the basketball, and everybody's driving on Kessler. He's blocking shots, he's deterring shots at the rim, and it's just making things a bit more difficult offensively, right? It almost looks, it's playing hot potato with the basketball right now. Like, no, your turn, you figure it out offensively.
Siakam finally breaks the streak. Timeout, Utah. Toronto trails by 9, 116-107. And all of a sudden, the Jazz shooting 53.5% for the game.
You think about the last 2-minute stretch, they've really opened up the game with the 3-ball, right? Markkanen hit the a key one, and just a number of guys just really in the flow of the game, and Clarkson just hit one in the corner there in front of the bench and got everybody energized.
25 for 42 in the second half for Utah. That's scorching. And the Raptors are paying for it right now. And as Jordan Clarkson, you said it, Javon, missed games, doesn't matter. He wakes up in the morning shooting.
Yeah, it's funny because talking to the coaching staff before, the concern was he was coming back tonight, and he's a gunner. He's going to fire it up. Now, was that going to be disruptive for the team? And I thought he's a big part of the reason why this team has this lead right now. His conviction that he's playing with, and just gave them something. It gave them an anchor to play off of. Dunn, poised in the second half here, and Markkanen getting himself going, and even Kessler, just his job that he's done at the rim, protecting the rim.
31-9, Utah outscoring Toronto in this quarter. Pascal with one more shot. He made the first one. 3:47 to go.
Coach Beilein always used to say the way you start a possession usually tells you how it's going to end. But it also, just using that same concept, the way you start a quarter can tell you a lot about how.
Well, the way they started the half, Darko called a quick timeout.
Yeah.
And it just was not good. 116-108, Utah. 3.5 to go, fourth quarter. Raptors get a couple of free throws from Siakam to cut it to 8. And now Scotty Barnes called for a foul away from the ball. Utah will inbound right side, far wing. Dunn tries to get it into Clarkson and does. Clarkson with Schroeder all over him. Works right. Switches on to Anunoby. OG guarding Clarkson in the lane. Clarkson backs off. Tough shot. No good. Great D by OG. Great D. Here comes Barnes down the lane. Lays it up and in. Scotty with a quick strike. Cuts the lead to 116-110.
Big time defense by OG, just sitting down on Clarkson, forcing him into a tough one. OG, and then Scotty getting out. Tough finish on the other end.
Clarkson drives in the lane, floats it up and in. They ran a little rub screen, and when they stepped back, the Raptors switched and he drove it. 118-110. Barnes to Siakam. 2:47 to go. Raptors down 8. Schroeder on Dunn. Drives, and they got the foul on Dunn. Side out of bounds, Toronto near side, right wing.
Well, right now, Pascal, he just seems like he's out there, right? They've got to get Pascal a touch.
2:42 to go. 118-110 Utah. Barnes.
Gotta get Pascal involved here.
Gets it to Schroeder on the inbounds. Schroeder now to Scotty straight away. Gets it to Trent. Gary raises for 3. No good. Long rebound. Abaji. 2:25 to go. Down the stretch we come. Utah with a 118-110 lead. Crowd chanting for defense. Dunn guarded by Schroeder up top. Turns the corner into the lane. Floats it up. No good. Kessler with the rebound. Kicks it to Abaji. Now to Dunn. On the angle above the arc. Right side. Far wing. Leans in against Schroeder. Now drives right, gets to the hoop, lays it up, no good. Rebound Barnes. Scotty runs it front court, drives on Markkanen, lays it up and in. 118-112, minute 55 to go. Scotty with 30 tonight. Dunn front court, Schroeder leaning in against him. Dunn with his back to the basket. Waist high dribble. Now gets it to Clarkson, guarded by Siakam. Drives left, cut off. On the bounce, Clarkson. Step back, three, no good. Oh, and they call Pascal for the foul. We're going to get another look on the Jumbotron. Oh, I don't know. Clarkson, that right leg came out, but they're going to give him 3 shots. Pascal came forward, but the shooter came forward. The leg came out. A whole lot of variables in there. And Clarkson will shoot 3. First one good. 119-112.
You know, it's tough because usually guys fading to their left have the ball in the left hand. But Clarkson, he's so crafty. You know, his way of getting off his shots, a variety of ways he gets off his shot. He actually had the ball, a live dribble in his right hand as he was fading, as he was sidestepping to his left. You know, you really don't expect guys to pop into their shot with the ball in their right hand, fading, sidestepping rather, to their left. Had the leg out there, but it's a tough cover, tough contest for any defender.
Clarkson knocks them all down. 121-112. The lead is 9 with 1:32 to go. Schroeder front court. Raptors in the half court. They get it to Trent. Into the corner to Siakam. Pascal drive, kick to Scotty. Corner 3, no good. Rebound tipped away, right to Siakam, who lays it in. 121-114. Raptors desperate on defense now. Abaji on the inbound, gets it to Clarkson. He's double teamed in the backcourt. Finds Abaji. Over center court to Kessler. Cross court, Markkanen. 1:05 to go. Raptors down 7. Clarkson against Schroeder. Leans in on the logo. Straight away. Works left near side. Kessler with the offensive foul. Tripping Schroeder on the screen. And that'll turn it over and give it to Toronto. Let's see what Toronto calls. (121-114). Schroeder front court to Trent, back to Schroeder, to Barnes. Scotty drives in the lane, has it knocked away by Clarkson. Reached behind him and punched it into the front row. Toronto's hopes really on life support right now. Scotty inbound, baseline right, near side, tries to pass it to Anunoby. Markkanen jumps up, knocks it away. That is a killer. Little nonchalant with the pass.
Yeah, very. I thought the play before was a strange call to get Gary a wide pin down for a shot, right? Pascal again, and I think I'm harping on it, sound like a broken record. He really hasn't touched it. Clarkson, tough 3.
Clarkson
that's a backbreaker.
With a step back 3, and that might be the last shovel of dirt on the Raptors. 124-114. Siakam drive, lay it in. Raptors down 8, 22 seconds. And Will Hardy wants a timeout. 124-116. Raptors down 8. And right now, some of the Raptor fans heading for the seats saying, what happened? What happened to the 17-point lead? Where did it go? What went wrong?
This is a fourth quarter meltdown, complete meltdown. offensively, defensively, and you could make mention that Utah got hot from the three-point line, but that doesn't start without the empty possessions on the offensive end for the Raptors. They get out, they get comfortable, Clarkson gets going, and then now they have somebody to play off of. And for the Raptors, again, I'm just a little confused as to why Pascal, he's just out there aimlessly right now, and especially down the clutch, the quality of shots that you're getting, especially when you're not getting quality shots, you got to get the ball in your best scorer's hands, your best player's hands to make decisions and play off of, and you win and lose with your best players.
It's been a 39-point fourth quarter, 69 points in all in the second half for the Jazz, and the Raptors offense hit the skids. 21.4 to go. Utah going to inbound, leading by 8. They get it to Sexton, and he's fouled at midcourt.
Starting Marks picks up his 4th personal foul in the game. That's team number 5 for Toronto. When now he comes for the Jazz. Number 2, Colin Sexton in the line for Utah.
This one hurts. This one hurts because you really, the energy, the pace, the fun that this team was having in the first half, right, that's what you wanted them to replicate. That's what you want them to play. We're talking about them doing that in the second half. Yeah. But that was the type of energy and fun and enthusiasm you wanted them to play with for the rest of the season, right? There was a lot there to work with. I mean, if you're up 19, 20 seconds to go, you did it for 1 quarter yesterday against Philly. You did it for 2 quarters here today. But it's got to be a full 48.
10-point lead for Utah. Schroeder, corner 3, far side, got it in the bottom of the well. 126-119, down 7. 10.8 seconds to go. They get it into Sexton, and that'll do it. Utah dribbles it over center, and that will be the ball game. The Utah Jazz come back from down 16 at halftime, and they defeat the Toronto Raptors by 7. It's a final. The Jazz 126, the Raptors 119.
Yeah, the only thing you do here is commend Utah Jazz and congratulate them for coming back down 16 and coming up with a victory, right? They stuck with it. And for the Raptors, this was a tough one. This is an unfortunate one because they really had a meltdown in the fourth quarter, and a number of things that were all in their control, right? Credit Jordan Clarkson coming back after missing 6 games with injury, really put this team on his back, energized them, and we're laughing about it, a shot per minute. Well, he finished with 30 points, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. But this was a tough one. This is something that, probably going to sting a bit for the next 3 days for the Raptors, just knowing how well you played and that infectious energy that this group played with. And you could just see in the body language, the looks on the faces, everybody was having fun in that first half.
It's all fun till the other team starts roaring back, and that's exactly what happened. The Utah Jazz come from behind. They overcome a 17-point lead, and it'll be a much more joyful flight home to Salt Lake City for the Christmas break, with the Jazz coming from behind to defeat the Raptors 126-119. So we say happy holidays, whatever it is you celebrate over the next little while. We'll be back on the other side of the 25th. But a bitter loss. The Raptors get a lump of coal in their stocking. Utah wins it. It's a final, 126-119. For our entire crew, we say thank you for listening. This has been Tangerine Raptors basketball across the TSN radio network. Good night from the floor of Scotiabank Arena.
The National Basketball Association on Sirius XM. For a full list of games and channels, go to
the Arizona Coyotes. Avalanche on XM 204, Internet 927. Coyotes on Internet 921. 10 p.m. Vancouver Canucks take on the San Jose Sharks. Canucks on Sirius and XM channels 91, Internet 948. Sharks on Internet 943. 10 p.m. LA Kings face the Calgary Flames. Kings on Sirius 208, XM 219 and Internet 933. Flames on Internet 924. I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM sports schedule for Saturday, December the 23rd. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NBA, 8:30 p.m., Golden State Warriors take on the Portland Trailblazers. Warriors on Sirius 119, XM 201, and Internet 889. Trailblazers on Internet 904. 8:30 p.m., Dallas Mavericks take on the San Antonio Spurs. Mavericks on Sirius 150.